second. One second, child. Okay. Okay. Let me see some. Okay, it's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. It's on. We're live, sister. Sandra. Let's kick it.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Can we get the link in the chat, please?
Allahu Akbar.
Salutations, prayer and fasting family. Meet your administrative team. These are the people working behind the scenes to ensure that the presentation runs as smoothly as possible. If you're contacted by someone on the admin team, we are trying to collect and store your contact information properly. Please answer the call. In addition, and whenever necessary, Zoom participants may be muted or placed in the waiting room. In that case, we are trying to collect and continue watching the presentation on our Facebook page, as we will be streaming this event live. In addition to our Facebook page, we also have a Twitter page, a YouTube page, an Instagram page, and a TikTok page. Our effort is to ensure that we reach as many of our people as possible, to share with them these two powerful and life-changing tools, prayer and fasting. Won't you help us get the word out? Great. Take a picture or a screen capture, share them, and be sure to join us on each of our social media platforms. Thank you. Now, enjoy the presentation.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
So when you speaking for a big God, would you just be concerned with your congregation? That you would sell out to get a little crumb here and a little crumb there. No. Listen to me. And when you speak for God, you don't speak just for your congregation. you speak for the suffering masses, whether they're in your church or not in your church, they are your congregation if you truly represent the God of heaven. I can't just speak for some Muslims. It ain't Muslims that's aching alone. Our people are aching. And they need us to be a strong advocate for their suffering. You gotta stay free in order to keep them strong and clean. This is a terrible world. A world that has put tribe against tribe, ethnicity against ethnicity, race against race, male against female, and female against male, rich against the poor, and the poor not able to deal with the rich. So this is a world
Este es un mundo
that God declares
que Dios declara
must end.
que tiene que terminar.
Get hot! Screaming, stop the violence! Like when is really gonna stop? More in the news got me feeling like deja vu. 3, 4, 5 more shots. Murder rate at an all-time high. KC is getting killed. The new way to die. It's embarrassing. We slaughtering each other in the middle of the lane. It's petty to be friendly without a cause. No life insurance plan. Family setting up GoFundMe to bury you, man. It's like we love to put your face on the shirt. Love to see our community hurt. Moms crying, aching with pain, holding the remains of her baby. It's a bicycle. When the violence gonna stop? Calling all big homies, cousins, uncles, and dads. Smack that youngin' upside the head and take his Glock. Lacy with knowledge, teaching the box. Yeah. Give him a hug, man. They missing our love, man. Graveyards and penitentiaries packed with young blacks. I stand on the front line to bring power, love, and unity back. Cause it's a massacre. Just marinate on that. I need you to feel this in the heart. Take it back home, dissect it, and play your part.
Yes, sir.
Mentor some, be a role model. Take them under your wing. Teach them the value of another human being.
Right.
This black on black is whack.
Whack.
If we kill us and they kill us, who we got? We ain't living long enough to see if black don't crack. It's a massacre. An attack on black. We so brainwashed with material things, it's hard for us to see that we're kings and queens.
Yeah.
The original being. The mathematics of everything. It's a math. When the violence don't stop.
What? You need to quit talking about white people. They're out there fighting the white man. They're not fighting the white man. It's pointless. Oh, she stopped taking the jab. Yeah, good. She still eats pork. She still's got diabetes. She just had a stroke this morning. If you don't fight the enemy within, ain't nothing you do out here gonna fix nothing. Nothing. All I'm saying is pray, fast, and fish. If we do those, Messenger said that it will kill 90% of all diseases. Just fasting and prayer will kill the 10. The fishing will put you over the top. Our sole purpose is to deliver the 17 million dead to the Lamb of God. I'm the best friend that anybody who's a believer could ever find outside of the Uncle Minister Farrakhan.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters won't always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power.
Allah Akbar. Alhamdulillah. Subhanallah. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Beautiful. Beautiful, Sister John Tika.
Sister Antoinette, Sister Ayana.
Assalamu alaikum,
Are you all right?
family. Assalamu alaikum, family. This is Sister Ayana. Welcome to Prayer and Fasting, the Foundations of Success, with our leader, teacher, and guide, the Abdul Malik, and all of the beautiful, amazing believers here. We are welcoming you on tonight, and we thank you so much for being with us. Those of you that are on Facebook, those of you that are on Zoom, we certainly say thank you so much for joining us on tonight. And so let's give each and every one of you, those of you that are new to prayer and fasting, a round of applause at this time.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Praise be to Allah. And so we want to start off this evening by sharing a little bit about how prayer and fasting has impacted our lives, our families, and all of the believers that are on tonight. And so at this time, we have some testimonies that will be shared. And so those brothers and sisters that have been identified, if we could start and share a little bit about how prayer and fasting has helped you in your growth and development this evening.
Ayana, open up in your salutation.
Yes, sir. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there's no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. I greet my brothers and sisters with the greeting words of peace and paradise. We say it in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum
Salam,
salam, sir.
ma'am.
Give them your testimony before you bring anybody.
Yes, sir. So this is Sister Ayana. I've been a part of prayer and fasting for almost 2 years. I have been praying and fasting in the beginning. It was a struggle to fast for the 72 hours. However, with the constant dojo on Saturdays and the constant reinforcement from Abdul Malik and the constant encouragement and just hearing from all the brothers and sisters in terms of how the prayer and fasting has impacted their life, from healing from diabetes, from healing from headaches. I took it upon myself to continue to just persevere and to continue to come onto the Zoom, to continue to fight for myself and for my family as a single mother. And so prayer and fasting became a lot easier as the weeks and months went through. And so I would say that at this time that I have been successfully praying and fasting again for over 100 weeks. And it has become such, praise be to Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
All praise to Allah.
It's just second nature to me now. I don't even think about it. It's just part of who I am and what I do. And so I'm very thankful because, again, without it, some of the successes that I have in my life right now would not be happening. And so I'm very, very grateful and very thankful for the visionary and for Allah giving Abdul Malik this platform for not only myself, but all the brothers and sisters that you see on tonight, that we're all, striving in the way of Allah and striving to do better than we did before and to not give up on ourselves, to just continue to push through. And so no matter what you have going on in your life, take a step forward and check in with us. Come on, we're here every Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday, and we're just here to not only take care of ourselves, but also empower our community. And so this prayer and fasting group has been a family atmosphere that we believe in each other and we strengthen each other by sharing our testimony. So I'm thankful to Allah for being able to share just a little bit of what this has been able to do for me. So all praises due to Allah.
Oh, praises be to Allah.
Praise.
Give a warm round of applause.
Allahu
Praises
Akbar.
be to Allah.
Praise be to Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
Praise be to Allah. So at this time, brothers and sisters, I'm going to turn it over to Abdul Malik so that he can usher in some of our more testimonies for this evening. Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. Give her a warm round of applause.
All praise to Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Praises be to Allah. Yes, indeed. See, a few corrections I want to know. Leader, teacher, and guide is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. I may be your leader, teacher, and guide in this atmosphere, but I am nothing more than a person who's taking the purse from the minister and giving you the medicine in the manner that he asked me to give it to you. So the true leader, teacher, and guide is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. My name is Abdul Malik, the servant of the king. I'm just a good servant, and I will prefer you all to see me in that manner. A great servant. You know, and sometimes all praises be to Allah. And sometimes when you do the work the way that you're supposed to do it, the people will call you all kinds of things. And they call it from the bottom of their heart because of an effect that you had on them and their life. Personally, I don't rob no one from that. I never do. Because Jesus asked, who do you say I am? Who do they say I am? He asked. You know, because people were saying things about, oh, they call you the Son of Man, they call you the Christ. They say everyone's going to say things, but they're not saying it just to be saying something. They're saying it because of the effectiveness of your Islam and your representation of being an upright one. It begins to shine down on the people, and the people get affected by it, so they start calling you different things. And they see you in that manner as it relates to their house personally. Can't tell a person who's got cancer and he loses all the cancer because he prays and fasts and he does the things that he's supposed to do because a brother from here told him what things to do, and he doesn't, and it affects the cure in him. Hey, he was on death's door. Who the hell am I to say to him, don't call me this, don't call me that? Are you serious? I'm not that simple. You can tell a simple Negro who, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. You can tell a yes, sir, master Negro. Yeah, you can tell a yes, sir, master nigga to do what you want him to do, but you can't tell Abdul Malik, and that's an international statement that everyone already knows. You can't tell him that. Period. You know, so each one of you are going to start doing what you've been doing, showing forth great light, but you have to be the one that pillows it down a little bit when it comes up, you know, because you got more devils out here than you have those who are saviors. It says only 144,000 that's going to make it as the ones who will be the stars that's rolling and rocking. So you got to be able to watch it as it comes up. But overall, did excellent, Sister Ayana, excellent. And please, I bet you ain't gonna call. They don't call nobody who been over them nothing. Don't call them nothing. No name. What it is. That's it. The end. You the so and so. Never say anything, because if you don't affect something in a person's mind, body, and soul, then you just here. But I'm gonna get into that later. But I want to get to the people who I had. Who was the first person that I had? Because these people out here want to hear some of y'all testimonies, and we're gonna give it to them. Who was the first person?
Brother Ronald.
No, who was the first person to call up? Antoinette. Let's go. Come on,
yes,
now.
Sir. Assalamu alaikum. No, Brother Ronald.
Let's get it.
But I'll go.
Brother Ronald. Come on, Brother Ronald. I'm sorry, Brother Ronald. Let's ride.
Sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, black man. Talk to the people.
I want to first greet my brothers and sisters in our Arabic language. A peace of assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, God.
Wa
alaikum salam, mighty man.
Wa alaikum
salam, my kid.
I'm trying to think because I kind of lost the time that I think it's been like 80 weeks since I've been fasting. Successive weeks.
Oh, Akbar.
Yes, sir.
You lose it up. 80 weeks, you can lose something.
Like 80 weeks. It's been a super journey. It's been really connecting me to the source, you know what I'm saying, to the God source. And I'm very grateful. I found myself like being thankful for everything now. It's like real person, the relationship with me and the God, you know. And I encourage anybody that's thinking about praying and fasting as a solution to any of their problems. It's definitely a key element that we should use. It's important that we all strive to connect. So it's been a real powerful journey for me. I remember the minister was saying that he paraphrasing, he was saying that he doesn't have a dull moment. And I was thinking about how, I know the minister doesn't lie to us, he never has lied to us. And I was wondering, like, how is that possible to not have a dull moment? And since I've been praying and fasting for these over 80 weeks now, in the mindset of always constantly pulling on the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I see what the minister is saying, because I'm always, it's like I'm in the bosom of Allah. And it's like a blessing, like, man, beautiful. And so that's what I got out of the minister when he said that. Because very, very enlightening when you constantly is nursing off of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad and what was given to us. So I encourage anybody that's thinking about praying and fasting, using that as a formula to help cure their ails. This is the key right here. The key element is praying and fasting. And I'm not going to take up any more time, but I just want to let everybody know that it's definitely a blessing. And awesome. Thank everybody for listening.
Praise be to God. Give him a warm round of applause, Brother Ron. 80 weeks. Come on, man. 80 weeks. 80 weeks. You know the tenacity of a man to say to the devil within that I'm not going to eat this weekend and do it for 8 weeks. 8 weeks. It's phenomenal. But 80 weeks is unheard of. That's a form of a UFO sighting. That's how out there it is, mentally and spiritually, particularly knowing how addictive these foods are to us. There's no one in America that's Black can tell you that food is not addictive. And if they said it's not addictive, it's only because they don't understand what an addiction is until you make them fast. Then they grow up real quick and let you know what time it is. Who was next coming up?
Me, sir.
You?
Yes.
Sister Antoinette?
Yes, sir.
Come on, Sister Antoinette. Talk to your people. They listening to you. Those that love you and those that hate you.
Yes,
you couldn't be without. You couldn't live
sir.
without.
No, I couldn't.
Come
sir.
on.
Assalamu alaikum, family. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness there is no God but Allah, who came in the person of Master Fard Muhammad. I further bear witness that the most honorable Elijah Muhammad is his Christ, and the honorable Minister Farrakhan, divine reminder in the midst. I greet you all in the greeting words of peace of Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
I have been fasting and with this amazing group for 71 weeks. It's going to be my 71st weekend coming up. And the beautiful thing about this is about the end of 2018 and throughout 2019, I was having visits to the ER by way of ambulance. I was 40 pounds. I was 152 pounds. I was pre-diabetic. Blood pressure was out of control, and that was also now affecting kidney function. So through prayer, I found this group. But you know, the sad, and I lost, you know, the weight. I lost 40 pounds. I have leveled off to a weight that my body loves, and all the numbers have been corrected. But this is the thing that really, really intrigues me about this whole thing, is that the zest for life that has come to me. It's because I'm 61 years old, and a woman that's 61 years old, especially a Black woman in this country, we are expected to slow down after 60, after 50. You're expected to slow down. You're expected to have lots of medicine in your medicine cabinet. You're expected to have aches in your joints. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to start getting a little thick around the middle. It's okay for all that to happen. You know, you're getting older. It happens. But what we don't accept is the fact that that's all a lie. All of it. I have a zest for life. I outwork people half my age. The aches in my joints are gone. And this is all because of the praying and fasting. And on top of all that, I'm learning to trust the God within in ways I have never trusted the God within in all my 60 years on this planet. I am facing issues. I am tearing down old things that were detriments in my life, fears, worries, concerns. And I'm even entertaining the idea of entering into, I'm going to say it right here and now. I'm even entering into the idea of getting married again one day, if Allah should bless me. And that was something that really scared me. So for all of you that are 60 plus that are, you know, thinking that this world, that it's supposed to slow down once you've gone after 50 or so, it's all a lie. This will cost you nothing but your time and a little faith. So stay tuned, stick with us, listen to all the testimonies. There's nothing to fear here. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Beautiful testimony, sister.
Oh, praises.
Allah. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes, indeed. Well, you know, 70 plus weeks, this language that we teach and that we testify to is unheard of. Yo, Islam. What type of evidence does your Islam show forth? That's evidence. Because you can't fast without Islam, not no 3, 4, 5 weeks in a row. You through. Without Islam, without Allah, without God, without the Christ, without some type of force that's backing you, the greater that he is within than he was of the world, you're not going to do all of this stuff that she's talking about. You ain't going to be able to do it. You can't fight for your life without prayer and fasting. You're going to quit when it gets to that point where you got to get up out of here. You shouldn't have to quit. But if you exercise, then you'll put up a good fight. You're not. Well, the last person we calling up is Look God 10X, Brother Curtis Sex. You got a black background like the Minister Farrakhan on Time Magazine. The Ministry of Rage. Look at you. You need light in your face. You're looking like Time Magazine, the Ministry of Rage. But come on, let me hear what you got to say. Talk to the people, as Brother Curtis said, and let them know your testimony, black man. This is the youngest brother on our team. Praise be to Allah.
Assalamu alaikum, dear family.
Lake Islam, sir.
I just want to say that I love you all. I really appreciate those that came before me, your testimonies, your kind words, your words from your heart. I really do appreciate it. Would you all please give our brothers and sisters a round of applause. All praises due to Allah.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu
Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. I heard you. Yes, ma'am. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, I bear witness that there is no God except Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praises are due forever, for raising up one of our own, our brother, who was formerly known as Elijah Poole, and his name was changed to Elijah Muhammad, that great preacher of freedom, justice, and equality. And through his teaching, a man found him. Islam rather found this man. His name is the Honorable Louis Farrakhan. And upon his hearing of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he accepted the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he is his greatest student in our midst. And it is in all of these names mentioned that I greet my family once again. In the greeting words of peace that was taught to us is our original tongue. We say it in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Alaikum salam, young guy.
Alaikum salam, bro.
Alaikum salam.
Alaikum salam.
Walaikum salam, sir.
Thank you. Praise be to Allah. This platform we call prayer and fasting the foundation to success. And we call it the foundation to success because a foundation is necessary to build anything. So how can we prove that prayer and fasting is the foundation to success? When we look in the Quran says that fasting is prescribed to us as it was those before us. So it's not anything new. We're not doing anything new. This is not something new. Fasting was prescribed to those before us, and it is to guard against evil. It's to aid us in the guarding against evil. And it says the same about prayer, that prayer is for the guarding against evil and indecency. Okay? So, because the thought of Allah is the greatest force, the thought of the creator, the originator of the heavens and the earth is the greatest force. So, my brothers and sisters, I bear witness with this teaching because with me, praying and fasting has increased my spiritual senses, has made me more sensitive to Allah's creatures and to Allah's potential vicegerents, my brothers and sisters that you see on this Zoom. Praying and fasting has increased my desire to be righteous. And it has shown me, or my brother Abdul Malik Muhammad has guided me to two tools, which is prayer and fasting, that will aid in my striving and going on the straight path that is the path back to Allah and our original self. Prayer and fasting is teaching me how to accept my own and be myself. Prayer and fasting is training my mind to do for myself and not to just do anything just to make some money, but to do things out of the gift that Allah has given me. It has increased my awareness of the gift that Allah has put within myself and has made me more aware and accepting of what I love to do, which is teach, and what the results that I love to get from teaching. I love to see people's eyes blow up whenever I tell them things that they never heard before, which is the divine revelation of the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And this is just the few things that prayer and fasting has done for your little brother. Even though I have fell off and I have strayed away from the straight path. So I'm saying this to say that anyone out there that is afraid to pray and fast, maybe you are afraid to commit because you don't feel confident in your discipline. None of us really are, or were, excuse me. None of us really were. And I'm speaking for myself, but I think it's safe to say some of us at least weren't confident in ourselves and our discipline. But through our striving, through our making Hajj, which is the journey to Allah, we are further than most. Some haven't even left the couch. Some haven't even left their places of comfort, but we have gotten out of our comfort zone.
Wake us up.
We have gotten ourselves out of our comfort zone, and we are making our journey to Allah. And whether you fast for 18 hours or a full day or 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, you are making your Hajj. You are making your journey to become one with your Lord, your Creator. So
all praises be to Allah.
Allahu Akbar. I won't be much longer, brothers and sisters. In Self-Improvement, the study guides by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, he teaches that the way we strengthen our love for our God, our Lord, is by repetition of the actions that increase the bond that is love. So anytime we do things in the way of Allah, in the way of Jehovah, in the way of Yahweh, then we increase the bond that is love. We increase that creative force within us, that binding force within us that is from our Creator. And we become one with Him more and more each time we pray, each time we give in charity, each time we fast, each time we deny ourselves, as Jesus said, and take up our cross. So if some of you out there are feeling out of balance, you don't have good relationships with anyone, you get angry quickly, you are impatient, you're intolerant, all of these symptoms of imbalance, the Honorable Louis Farrakhan teaches us that the struggle for balance is existent, and the only thing that gives us balance as the God, Allah, is the center of the universe, not the sun, but Allah Himself is the center of the universe. If we do not have Allah as the center of our life, if we do not make everything in our life centered around Allah, if we do not do everything to please Allah, then we're going to be out of balance. So,
yes, sir.
Lastly, excuse me, one more. I'm sorry. I know it's pretty long-winded. I'm sorry.
Don't be long-winded. Don't be long-winded. I told you, don't be long-winded.
Yes, sir.
Because you being long-winded is for you. Being long-winded for everybody else is not for them. So you have to be considerate of all these people. Lastly, you want to always be considerate of them, not you. Remember when I told you that?
Yes,
always be there, but proceed. And you have to land your plane. You don't want to drag them because they be lost. After a period of time, believe me, they don't know. I'm speaking on them because I know them. They don't know. It's too much. If I ask them what happened in the beginning, it's too much. Give them a little bit and snatch back. Pop them, right. That's why people shoot a jab out there. Pop. They don't stay on it. Pop. Why they doing it in rhythm? And you ain't throwing them. Get out the way. To the body. Pop. You know, why are you doing that? Because he's not gonna accept too much, you know me. He's gonna grab you, gonna hold you, gonna do something to you. So you have to be real strategic. This is one of the students in the ministry here in prayer and fasting. And he's effective in his words. But to be able to shoot you with one bullet between the eyes is better to shoot and hit all upside the porch and hit grandma and the baby running that way and got hit in his little pamper, his little butt pamper bleeding and everybody shot, and then he break off running in the car. No, you got to be able to nail them right out there. But go ahead, proceed and land your plane.
Yes, sir. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teaches that there is 15 pounds of weight from the atmosphere on every square inch of our bodies. But the reason that we can't feel it is because when we take in air, that air in us evens out the pressure from the outside. So the same is with the weight and the pressure from this world that burdens our minds. If we don't have the adequate knowledge in our brains to deal with the pressure from this world, then we surely are out of balance. So to make Allah the center is the reason our brother Abdul Malik Muhammad has created this platform, prayer and fasting, the foundation to success. So I invite you, Allah invites you. If you're hearing this, this is Allah inviting you to your success. This is your little brother, Lil God 10X. And I thank you for listening. I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for coming. I greet you as I came before you in the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. Give him a warm round of applause. Come on now. Oh, praise be to Allah. Sister, push the minister right now so we can have an intermission and I can get this stuff together right here. And we'll be closing extremely soon. Come on. Oh, praises be to Allah.
Very, very thankful to Allah to be here with you. Thank you. Every time we get a chance to be with each other, to see each other, that's a blessing indeed. For many start the day, but they don't make it through the day. And since life is a gift from the giver of life, but he says in the Quran that he gives life and he is the ultimate cause of death. So every living thing must at some point taste of death. So the wise person does all that they can while they have time, because we know not the hour that each of us will be called back to the giver of life. Life and how we use it is exceedingly important. Solomon said, to know God and to find God in your youth is a blessing. Because when you know God as a young person and live your life in obedience to God as a young man or a young woman, you have put your life in order, and the blessing of life will come to you no matter how long or how short your lifespan is. It takes a long time to learn how to live. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said it takes about 75 years to learn how to live. And most of us never get to that point. And the reason it takes time is because most of us have our own thoughts about how life should be lived. We don't consult the giver of life, the creator of life. And if we consult him, the way he wants us to live is a little bit much. So I'll do it my way. You know that Frank Sinatra song.
I did it my way. And that's why we don't make it to 75. By the time we're in our 50s or 60s, we've lost our teeth and our hair, and we've lost, some of us begin even to experience senility. That's a very young age to experience this. Both the Quran and the Bible teach us that in the day when Allah is manifest, He comes to give us life and to give it more abundantly. Meaning that if you don't know how to live in accord with the nature of your own life, then every day that you live is death. But if you know how to live, if you know how to eat to live, if you know how to think on that which is life, then you can preserve the gift of life that God gives us.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Minister said, many of us on here, we joined the nation in our youth. Many of us on here. Many of us. Akron was 14, I was 21, 22. You know, we was young. Brother Curtis is in his 20s, early 20s. We joined in our early days, and which really saved our lives.
Yes, sir.
It saved our lives.
Sir, indeed. Yes, sir.
I never knew pork was bad for me. I never knew that. I had no idea it was bad for me. My granddaddy gave it to me. My grandmama gave it to me. So how could I figure? These people love me. But it was a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. When I was 20 years old, I went to one of my partner's daddy's little restaurant over on California in Harrison. And I went in there and I was buying some shrimp while he was over there talking to his dad. And the guy was discouraging me to buy the shrimp. I was like, this dude here, what is this, an agent back here? This man works for my dad, my boy's dad. I know my boy's dad good. And so I'm looking at him like, I said, I want a pound of shrimp. You don't need those scavengers of the sea. I said, well, with employees like you who need enemies. This man here was discouraging the heck out of me. You're gonna get $1 up in here. I was gonna tell my boy. So he said, you Dree friend? I said, yeah, I'm Dree friend. Come on. So he took me in the back, shut the store down for a minute. And I went in the back, he had this big book about this big. It's like a big, almost like a yellow page, but it was a book about pork. And it said it on the front. And he started going into pictures. He went to his pictures. He had certain pictures already lined up for me. So he started hitting me with pictures. Then he would show me the butcher shop with all the meat hanging up. And then show the white man with the white smock on looking at the thing. And then they'll show one page. Then they'll show another page where he cuts it. And they'll show another page where all the maggots fell out on the floor. You telling that you showing a 20-year-old that. How much do you will it take to discourage them? So when I seen that, I said, what's that white stuff? He said, those maggots, brother. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's flies found out here, and that shrimp, this like, I was like, oh God, I'm not ever eating this again. Look how easy it is to swear I'm gone. Just gone, just kill that devil in me in seconds. You know, and he still ain't told me he's a Nation of Islam. I'm finally in Nation of Islam 4 or 5 years later, and I was in the prison. So then I come out, then I leave out and I tell my boy, I said, man, you know, pork got all these worms in it. He was like, you must have been over there talking to Greg. I said, yeah, I was talking to Greg. He meant Greg crazy. I said, no, I'm crazy. If I eat those maggots and them rib tips we finna go pick up, I'm crazy, not Greg. So that right there was enough to kill me. And I ain't been back to pork again. Still hadn't met the minister, still didn't know who the minister was. But it was a student of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Because later on, I came to tell me he found I was in the nation. And I was calling my guy, was sending me money while I was in prison, the one who took me over there. He said, man, Greg want to talk to you. The one who stopped you from eating pork. I said, yeah, let me speak to him. Assalamu alaikum, brother. I'm like, and he said, you in the nation? I said, yes, I'm Nation, brother. He said, brother, you know, I said, brother, you know, you the reason I stopped eating pork. He said, yeah, I've been in the nation, brother. I was in the nation then. I said, man, you was in the nation. Why you ain't never tell me you was in the nation? I ain't know nothing about the nation. He said, it wasn't about that. I was trying to get you off pork. I wasn't trying to introduce you to what I was. He had horns coming out of his hands, and there was the hiding of his power.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Yes.
Oh,
do that to me. Me and him is like this right now. Me and him is like this. I done made that man tens of thousands of dollars. He had no clue to get it since I've been home. Hit him. And me and him is so tight right now. That same guy, Greg McLean. But I'm telling you, each one of us, it's harder for you to kill these negative things that you're putting in your mouth right now. At 50, 60, 70, it's hard. At 20, you can gross me out at 20. You can gross me out in a second by the littlest thing. You can gross a young girl at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You can't even shake their hand without them going to spray it all down. They feel like they little pure selves. Ew, ew, ew. Every time you look around, my daughter does ew, ew. I said, what the hell is ew? Who's ew? Oh, you're the pure. My daughter, she's 13, and she thinks she's hair done, nails done, everything did. She's that. She's there now. She's a pricey little something now, But I'm telling you all, this here, we're speaking about chasing the bag within. Where is that one with Mayweather? Show that picture of Mayweather. I sent you, Sister Sandra. You got it?
No, sir.
Put it up so the people can see. Now, Mayweather got hundreds of millions of dollars. Hundreds of millions. I'm talking about chasing the bag on the outside. Remember, we talked about that. This here is chasing the bag within. Mayweather. But he didn't chase the bag outside of him before he chased the bag within. And when you catch the bag within, you ain't got to worry about the tree dropping fruit, fresh dates, as the Holy Quran said. Drop fresh dates down on Mary and cooled her eye. But this here is this is classic, that you fight for your life, and you can't fight outside of you. You'll die from a heart attack trying to pay a bill. You see this? You'll crash your car and burn in it. Unrecognizable. For what? Trying to get to a party. Or leaving a party drunk. Or high. Or ride with somebody who's drunk because it's his car. It's my car, it's my car. Well, I don't care who car it is. I'm Ubering home. Okay, pull it up, Sister Sandra, so that the people can see. Go ahead. I'm let y'all get a look at it for a minute. Just look for a while. Unleash your inner what?
Champ.
Unleash your inner champ. Join the family today. Mayweather Boxing. If you ain't got it within, you ain't gonna show forth nothing on the out. If you want to kill all of these elements that's going to kill you in a few days, you got to go within. You can take it down.
Allahu Akbar. Yes, sir.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Every one of us got to fight for our lives.
That's right.
But you can't fight for your life if you ain't got nothing within. You ain't got no will. You ain't got no faith. I don't care how good you could teach. I don't care how good you could do whatever you think you do good. If you ain't backing up off of that food, that heroin, that cocaine, you're gonna always have a satanic way of doing things. Your satanic way of doing things is talking about somebody, typing on Facebook, talking about another person. You such a devil. And God asked the sons of God, whence cometh thou thee, Satan? Why are you hanging around with this nigga? That's what God is saying. And they like, damn, we didn't even know he was there. And some of us, you are still hanging around people you know, straight niggas, because you think you are God. And you have the God power to knock it out of them. Goodness. You know how ignorant you is. You still hanging out with these people. Leave them alone, man. If they're not going to do right, what you still hanging out with them for? You like them. Two things can't occupy the same space at the same time.
That's right.
You can't have a fool and a wise man that come back and it's still the same. Either you're gonna have two fools, you're gonna have two wise men. And you can come back and one be acting like he wise, but you hanging out with a fool, so you're a fool with wise words, a bean soup scientist who know how to talk some talk. You know, some nigga, you know, Allah say, brother, you ain't even praying. You hang around with a devil right here, brother. Well, the message said that even devils pray now. You know, this is what you got to deal with, this foolishness. This foolishness, man. Oh, yeah, separation better than prayer, brother. Like he really did something. And he walked away from you in the ambulance over there, he had a heart attack. Hey, brother, get up. Separation, brother, is better than prayer. Yeah. Ignorance. I'm telling you, the minister has blew the trumpet long enough for us. And he said we treat him like a lovely song. How does he even justify saying that to us? How does he justify it? How does he justify it? Easily. He justifies it by our works. Been with me 30 years and you ain't nothing, bro. You walk with me step by step, state by state, city by city, country by country, and you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. Everything that you saw up close, you even had the luxury of being in high places to act like you better than the next person. Meaning you could do this and push people around. And you never extracted the real gems out of the God so that you could manifest. Paul manifest. Peter manifest. The 12 disciples, they manifest. Look at the testimonies. We read about them when you go anywhere you can go in the New Testament, you're going to hear something about them. Manifest. we gonna manifest over here. I'm telling you, we're not playing. If you don't chase the bag inside of you, then you ain't never got no real money. If you ain't got no money at 50 years old right now, and you had it since 18 to 50, about 30 some years of trying, you had 32 years of trying to get that bag, and you don't have it right now, then you need to switch gears and say, I don't know how to do it, Allah. I'm gonna start praying and fasting. I'm gonna try to do this and get my life together. I want to see what I can come. You invested 32 years from 18 to 50. 32 years you invested trying to get a bag, trying to do your thing. Run around here like you cute. Run around here like you handsome. Run around here kiki and kaka. And the best thing you do is tell a person who ain't good for them. You need to leave that nigga alone. Man, you mess with that girl, man. I've been telling them about her. Why? Who the hell do you think you are? I've been talking about her. Who the hell is you? You telling somebody about something, you're a loser. When did you get some magic where you could tell somebody about something? You tell me about where I can be rich. Tell me about what lottery. If you got that type of power, you can tell me what lottery ticket is gonna go through the roof, and we can feed everybody. But it seems like you ain't got no expertise. Your only expertise is, oh, Malik doing this. What the hell? When you get so wise? You ain't got no wisdom to go get 5 people and bring them to the mosque. If you got wisdom to see Malik doing something, then you should have wisdom enough to go bring somebody to the mosque. Go bring somebody to the church. Go bring somebody and transform their life. Go represent what the scripture says you'll be able to do. Greater works than I, ye shall do. But you ain't got nothing but something to say about somebody else. It's utterly ridiculous. And it is nothing more than Satan. Satan is one whose wickedness is not confined to himself, but affects others. Anything you say out your mouth, if someone gets their feelings hurt, you a devil, bro. You a straight up Satan. And all this something gonna come back on you, gonna bust you open, because it's the cause and effect. You can't throw a brick up in the air and be walking around like it ain't gonna come back down and bust you in your head. You better be looking up at it, trying to get out the way, because when it hit down, but if you ain't looking up and it hits you upside your head, you'd be in ICU somewhere. Tell me, what happened? You threw the brick in the air and you thought you didn't believe fat meat was greasy. And next thing you know, the brick hits you in your head. And that's the same thing with you hurling this stuff out about people. You constantly in circles with brothers talking about other brothers. Man, Aquan, man, did this, man. I'm telling you, Aquan, man. I told y'all about it. I just know. Who is this cat? Who is this dude, man? Who is this cat? Oh, yeah, this guy was supposed to tell him. Then you tag everybody with your rhetoric. That's a real devil. Then you call somebody, thank you, did. Oh, yeah, it was wrong. It was wrong. Yeah, it was wrong. And they're talking about people behind their back. Oh, and then you tag everybody. Everybody get a thing, boom, and somebody getting cussed out by a devil. And then you reading it. And it had to be a part of it. And then you look at it, and there's 25 people got hit. You see how Satan did 25 people get hit with your quote. You tag all us in it. Because you so heavy with devil, it's ridiculous. So you got to stop chasing the bag outside of you, trying to get the applause of men, trying to show forth something that you think you got that's impressive to others, and it's really not. It's really disgusting. But I'm telling you, if y'all don't start plumbing the God within, stop being so self-centered and be God-centered, start focusing on the God within, you're never gonna exercise your power. You're never gonna know what you had. You're never gonna discover your gift. You'll be like the one who had the talent, who buried it. To bury it don't mean he put it in a backyard and dug an inch down or 2 inches down and set a nickel in there and let it go. That's not it. Burying it is burying it in your own mind and not mining it out, not doing anything to exercise your talent or your powers to start plumbing that God within so that it will start manifest. Why do you think we so successful? Why do you think everything we do turn to gold? Because we always praying and fasting. We never stop. Even when we get weak. Even when we get weak, we keep on fighting. We keep on going. We keep on pushing it, you know? But I'm not trying to belabor the point. I want y'all to understand, man. We fighting over here and praying and fasting. Everybody need to be trying to help the minister in one way or another. Standing around ain't helping the minister. I want y'all to understand. Whatever you're doing, if you think that's enough, keep doing it until you die. And you know it ain't nothing. Nothing. And the only way you're going to be able to make something out of it is if you bow down to God. I just fell out on the floor and started praying. That's a start, but that ain't it. Because once you get through crying and stuff, you'll be back at the card table playing spades for 15 hours. With a bunch of ginger beers that you done drunk down because you don't drink beer, but you drink ginger beers and your kidneys hurting from that. Because there ain't nothing but some carbonated water. You know, so you gotta start fighting for your life. You better get right. And, you know, so I just want everyone that is listening to know, man, when you're on your deathbed, not physically, mentally and spiritually, you need to know it. If you can wake up one morning and go to sleep that night and do that for 50 days in a row, and you ain't see no change, you should consider God being your guide. He said, I will guide thee to the right path. Why you got to guide me? Why I just can't walk? Why I can't just walk over there? Why you got to guide me? I don't need you to do that. Damn. Really? Guide me? Ain't that what our children do us? Mom, what? Really? They hit me. I was like, what the hell is seriously and really? Seriously? I said, dang, why? You know how the babies say that now? That's their new word. Seriously? Seriously, Dad? Seriously? I was like, they just be kind of threatening at one time back before you was born. Really? Yeah, really. And then you see them 30, 40 years later, they got 3, 4 baby daddies. You know, ain't got nothing. Cussing out your baby daddy and not letting them see the babies. You see it then? And just grind, just devils all the way through life. But you all and me, we got to be the example. We the trendsetters. Keep fighting. Keep doing what you got to do. You know, keep going in. Keep seeking. You can't seek ye first his kingdom and his righteousness because it's Satan too heavy in your kingdom. He too heavy. But you got to start making your 5 prayers a day. That's the only medicine I can give you that will really help you, and start hanging around us. Who else you hanging around that's talking this talk? Who?
Not one.
Okay, yeah, say it. You know, I'm FOI for real. Yeah, who you talking about that's talking this talk?
Not
Yeah,
one.
I'm in it. I'm deep. I'm knee deep. You can't say nothing. That's why nobody say nothing to the black man. You know, I know. We can't stay around each other. The first time the bell ring, it's like in high school. We running about that boy like somebody was shooting. To get back to the other foolishness that we got going on out here. But not here, not with prayer and fasting. We are with each other 3, 4 times a week for hours. Robbing our time that Satan was trying to confiscate for his own self-grandizement. Keep us doing some food. Whenever I ain't got time with y'all, I find myself leering into some stupid stuff. Every time. It never missed. You know, so here's to you all, man. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. We got to help the minister. He's 89 years young right now. He don't just pop out like he used to. Do we have to?
No, sir.
You all got to be, you got to have, and y'all doing good on prayer and fasting. You are, even the ones that are listening to prayer and fasting, that's trying to fast and trying to pray, trying to really reconnect you have to mend your relationship with your Father. When you in disrespect, you got $1 million father, he's got $50 million, a billionaire, and he cut you off, and you out there in the streets, and he ain't giving you nothing. He may give you $1,000 a month just to keep his baby from starving, and you trying to get back in grace. You got to mend your relationship with your Father. And that's what you have to do with the God within you. You've been so disrespectful. I've been so disrespectful to the God within because of my self-centered, egotistical way of thinking and how I could make it happen, or we could make it happen. All we got to do is this. A bunch of fools in a circle. We all in jail, co-defendants, and one rat, maybe two. Fight for your life. May Allah continue to bless you all. Honorable Ms. Louis Farrakhan. Once again, we just pushing the hard line, trying to just shoot at the brains out here and trying to make them actually fight the devil within, because that's the only fight they got. Everything else is it's not even real. May Allah continue to bless you. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Allahu Akbar.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم الصراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
Allahu Akbar.
Takbir.
Allahu
Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar.
Praise.